Hi, this is Jim Einelli from OfflineMarketingConsultant.net. A couple of weeks ago, we mentioned showing up or ranking for the word offline marketing consultant, and here you see it's number one. Now it's been going up and down for the last couple of weeks. It's been number one, then the next day it bounces down to the bottom of the page. So it's been on page one, but it keeps bouncing around, called the Google Dance. In fact, here's another one of my sites, and then here's the third. So there's 3 sites for offline marketing consultant. Well, before we jump up and down and get all excited, the thing is, that's not such a powerful word, offline marketing consultant. It's just under 100 for monthly searches. The better choice would have been offline consulting. But sometimes that happens, you know, you get excited, and really what I was doing is I just liked the name without really doing too much research on it, but that happens sometimes. So the better name would be offline consulting, and if we click on that, I did make some changes. Well, let's go back here first. What I did was actually I'm showing for I just made a change yesterday, and I'm showing on page 2 right here, and what I did was I changed the second second keyword phrase in the title tag to offline consulting, and then in the meta description offline consulting. So that's just from yesterday, and that popped up on page 2. So being that the real keyword is offline consulting, I just made a few changes. And there's something else I want to tell you about that I use as a tool. And it's a service called RankPay.com. Now, you've probably seen this. It's a real cool setup that they have. You don't pay until you rank. Now, I've never purchased or used this service per se, but what I have done is use it as a tool, and I've never heard anyone really talk about it as a research tool. For example, you type in your domain name, whether your site or a consultant site, and gives you some really good information. First of all, it'll go through its little checking software or analysis software, and then you just type in a name, like let's say offline consulting. And here's what it does. It'll show you where you stand now. First of all, it shows you the searches. I'm currently in 17. My SEO opportunity should be good, very good, or excellent, and it's excellent. Now, and here's what they'll charge you. The minute you get from 7 to 10, it'll be $98, but they don't charge you up front. They only charge you when you do get in those spots. Now, I'll probably get in there anyway, so I'm not saying I would pay for this, but the way that they do this is it's a 6-month contract the minute you step into this arena. The minute you come in here, they start charging you. What you can do is charge use this actually as one of your consulting models, and do the same thing that RankPay does. In other words, you don't charge your client, you tell them, until you rank. It's an interesting concept. I want you to go there. I want you to check this site out. And they also give some clues as to what they do, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that on the next video.